Almost as soon as Becky arrives at her children's home, she causes trouble.
I've told her. She's robbed me lippy.
Oh, Becky, come on.
Becky finds she can come and go as she pleases.
Becky!
Her files detail how, exasperated by her behaviour, staff can do little to control her. She absconds from the children's home more and more, going missing for days and nights at a time. Staff aren't allowed to physically stop her leaving, even though they have strong suspicions that when she runs away, she's being abused and prostituted.
All right?
Yeah? Is Becky in yet?
Nope.
Another all-nighter?
Going for the record.
Couldn't you have stopped her?
One finger from me and it's get off your rapist, I'll have the police on you.
We're responsible for her. Isn't that why we're called a care home?
Look, there's kids you can help and those you can't. Try your best, you know. If she wants to put herself at risk, there's not a lot we can do to stop her.
It's not right.
Didn't say it was. Look, you've got to look after yourself too in all this. You get too close, they'll tear you apart.
But you've seen her notes. You've read all the allegations.
Yeah, and about half of them are just that. She's wasted the police's time. She's wasting everybody's time. She's going to waste yours.
Right, Saz.
Where have you been?
Around, doing stuff. Went to Leslie's.
Have you been drinking?
You're not supposed to go there. Isn't that where Dave Grant lives?
Fuck off, you. I'm going to bed.
This will have to go in a book.
Whatever.
Put it down with all the others.
Social services say that in circumstances like this, there's nothing they can do.
We are bound by regulation, which is an appropriate set of regulation by and large, to not curtail young people's liberty. They have rights, human rights. The issue isn't one of the care home. It's an issue of the men who are prepared to have sex with children and pay money to have sex with children.
So where's it going wrong then? Is it that the police aren't doing enough? Because these people are breaking the law, let's not forget that.
Yes, but then if a young person doesn't provide evidence because they don't believe that they're being exploited, or say a 13 or 14-year-old girl goes missing for a weekend and her pimp arranges for her to have sex with 30 or 40 men over that period, and then she comes back again, where's the evidence if she's not prepared to speak about what's happened to her, who she's been with?
We're half-caste and I felt like she really cared.
When Rachel was 15, she had a baby by a man who'd groomed her for sex. He was 22 years older than she was.
I felt like she really cared. I loved him to bits and I just had to cut him off, but because I've dealt with so much in life, it was a lot easier than what I thought. But it was an heavy blow, must admit. But you've got to do it, haven't you, when you're with somebody like that, because so obviously we just using me. I was too naive at the time. Do you know what I mean? I was one of them, why, what, and he'd be like, just fill me head with shit.
But now that you're older, you can look back and see that that was a totally inappropriate relationship.
Yeah.
You realise you were used and that he was probably a paedophile.
Yeah, it does me head in when I think that. Of course, I don't, right, because I've got a kid to him, I say to myself, it's not really a paedophile, Rachel, but he is. Because
you were 15?
I was underage.
Even Becky is beginning to realise that the older men in her life aren't what they seem. She tells people how they're becoming more manipulative and threatening.
Want to see my health worker?
Why?
Because I want a kid.
Becky, we're not having this conversation here.
I want a kid. And my boyfriend wants one. No point doing all this shagging for nothing.
You're being stupid.
I want a kid. Otherwise, I'll get my family.
What do you mean, Becky?
I mean, he threatens my family. If I don't meet him and give him what he wants, he threatens my family.
Following this incident, one of the care workers at home wrote in Becky's case file about Becky's concerns for her own safety and the safety of her family. If her carers weren't already worried about her, according to experts we've consulted, they certainly should have been worried by now.
In terms of taking action at every step of the way, a Section 47 should have been triggered, and that is a very urgent response from the authorities. It means the social services and the police meeting on that day. At that meeting, you make plans to how you're going to conduct an investigation, and that would lead to considering it. Do we need to take any immediate action to protect this child while we investigate?
While Becky's file reveals that social services recognise she's in significant danger, her situation appears to remain unchanged.
We're having this DVD or what?
Yeah, put it on.
It's just like a kid's party. Stick your fucking pizza, I'm off.
Becky, you going nowhere? Come on.
Out of the fucking way!
No! Becky, you listen to me. This has to stop now.
Fucking lot of you!
Leave it, Sarah.
She shouldn't be going with that man!
Do your best, just stick it in the book with all the other reports.
Yeah.
Even the police are pissed off. We say she's missing, they waste time looking, it's the same thing every time. Even if they do find her, she won't get in a bloody car. I'm telling you, secure unit's the only way with people like her.
There's got to be more we can do.
Look at her, she's out of here on her own free will.
She can't assess the risk.
Oh, rubbish.
What if the girl says Becky sleeps with men for money?
She's a fantasist, she's the one with the problem. I'm going to write this up, or am I?
Thought you said it was a waste.
It's procedure, though.
By now, the police are growing tired of looking for Becky every time she goes missing. It's a problem across the country. Police forces wasting what they see as valuable man-hours tracking down regular runaways and taking them home.
Hey! She pinched the shoe!
We know that the police do not see child protection as a police priority. It is lower down the line than burglary.
What, child protection is
yes,
lower down the list of priorities than burglary?
And child protection is not a police national performance target. That means they don't have to produce figures about how many successful the cases they have in protecting children.
In Becky's case, though, police do ask social services for her to be placed in secure accommodation for her own safety. But their request goes unheard.
There was some sort of spurious criteria about why she wasn't appropriate for secure provision. If I was the worker for this child in that meeting and I felt secure provision was appropriate, I would have pushed that forward strongly. The criteria for secure provision is about absconding. If she's likely to abscond and if she's likely to cause herself harm or others harm, Becky is absconding 36 times she ran away, and she is at very likely risk. She's absolute risk of harm, of significant harm. So the criteria is there clearly.
There's good reason for the police to push for Becky to be placed in a secure unit. Her file reveals that there's another older man on the scene, Mike. He's in his 40s and they suspect he's a paedophile. Becky's absconding for days at a time. Care staff are powerless to act.